Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Power Book 4 Force Season 1, Episode 7. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So the show opens with Liliana walking into a club, all sexily so, okay? And she's about to try to get the hype out there about this new drug that's in town. So, she goes up to the big man on campus, the one that's the who's who in the club. And she sits down next to him. She put a little bit on her lips and then she kisses him. I was just like, what the fuck? Okay, girl, this is COVID times. I mean, how you just kissing motherfuckers that you just met? But anyway, she kissed him and, he gets a, instant euphoria. Okay. And he's immediately in. All right. And while she's there, we just spread the word about or should I say spread the kisses about the drug. People is putting it on their lips and kissing each other. And I was just like, you nasty ass motherfuckers. Why we just kissing? You don't know what their mouth situation is. It's dark in there and everything. You just kissing people all in the mouth and this is nasty. But the people love it. So when Lilia goes back and she's talking to Claudia and Tommy, and Claudia's ready to go big. Like, let's just do this all, Tommy's like, no, slow your roll. This is how we do. This is how we create demand. We don't have all the products yet, but we're going to put a word out there so the people really, really want it. Okay. This is ghost drug selling and dealing 101. Okay, so just listen to what I'm saying. I'm putting you up on the game. This ain't no GED shit here. This is master's type information. The drug that they have is too expensive to make. They are going to price themselves out. They're not going to be able to do it. So they have got to figure out a way to make something that is just as good, but at a lower cost so they can have all of the, supply that they need. And Claudia still ain't understanding, but Tommy was just like, trust me, this is how it needs to go. I'm telling you, this is what we doing. Okay, you're gonna appreciate me in the future. So Tommy and the rest of the team, they go and talk to the chemist. They need a lower cost version of Dahlia. I'm thinking of my perfume, you guys. And but it needs to be something that everybody can afford. Now, of course, the chemist and Claudia, they still not with, changing up the formulation of this drug. Like, we need to keep it as pure as we can the way that it is. But Tommy's like, no, we cannot sustain trying to make that expensive ass drug. So the chemist has been put to task. And him and Liliana, they the ones that got to say so here. Y'all gonna change this. We gonna change this shit up and find something just as good for cheaper. Now, later on, Liliana and the chemist, they seem to like each other. Okay, Liliana, is the softer part of Tommy that can get to Tommy. The chemist actually is pretty cool. Like, she ain't really scared. She just like, look, I got to go to work in the morning. Like, I've never missed a day. They're going to be looking for me if I don't go in, So this is, you're going to have to get me out of here. And, of course, Liliana not doing that. But okay, let's call your boss. What's his name? Richard. Okay, so she gets on the phone. Hi, Richard. This is the hospital or whatever, and tells the Richard that the chemist is sick. And I guess when Richard asks her what's wrong, she says, now, HIPAA laws, I can't tell you that. But, she'll be in, just not today. All right. So we cleared it up with that. Then the chemist was like, she got a date. I was like, see, that's how you know the chemist ain't nervous, because, girl, you thinking about all of this. You working for some big time drug dealers and all that. And all you thinking about is this date. Okay. But, this is the third date. She was about ready to get busy. And, Liliana was just like, okay, she understands. All right. Let Liliana see what she can do. Now, when Tommy gets to the lab, the chemist is trying to impress on him that we cannot keep changing we cannot change the molecular structure. It's going to break down. It's going to be no good. Like, we can't do that. And Tommy is like, trust me, you can and you will. He is not taking no for an answer. He is not listening to it. We have got to get this shit cheaper. You can do it. You can do it. Just put your mind to it. Okay. You can do it. Put your back into it. Unless you're not up to the job. And she was just like, I'm up to it. And she ain't really got no choice. The way that Tommy was just threatening her low key. So she walks off and he just looks at Liliana like, what's up with her? And Liliana was like, she has a date tonight. And he was like, the fuck she do? And he was like, yeah, she got a date. Let's try to at least let this girl live a little bit of her normal life. And he was like, okay, well then if she got a date, you guys got a date. Okay, you going with her. Now, later on, we see Tommy talking to his brother. I don't like this angle. I really don't like this angle. But, the brother is really trying to get in on the drug dealing business. Nothing too serious. Just let him do the easy shit. And Tommy was like, trust me, there's nothing easy about any of this. Okay. But the brother don't want any handouts. Okay, well, it's your life, I guess. I still think the whole thing is stupid, but I mean, I guess that's how the male egos go sometimes. You know, hey, you just give me the money. All right, I'll just deal with that. But anyway, he wants to work. Oh, and also we find out that the granny is real sick, real sick. I mean, you know, sicker than she's been already. And the brother wants to reach out to Kate. And Tommy's like, hell no, there's no part of this that Kate will be involved, okay? And remember, she buried the lady 38 years ago. Like, now all of a sudden we supposed to be telling her that her mama's... No, if we tell her anything, she's going to be on the first plane out here, just causing more problems. But the brother's just like, you know, I want to forgive her. It's all about family and all that. And Tommy's like, trust me, this woman is not the one that you think that she is. You need to just go by what I say. Okay, what did she do that was so bad? He was like, she chose to love a ghost over me. All right. We're gonna probably see Kate at the end of the season. Now, jumping over to Diamond and Jannard. So you guys, I just honestly don't know what's going on with this part of the show. So I'm gonna need you guys to chime in. What I do know is we see old boy from The Chi. I was so confused. I mean, that is the guy that was from The Chi, right? My mind was tripping because I was like, okay, is that the guy from The Chi? But then I was like, wait a minute, we in Chicago. And I was like, wait a minute, this is a different show. This is Power. I was like, wait a minute, is that the guy? The one that was the brother? I was just so confused for a second. He looks the same, but he looked different. Like his jaw muscles and all his face look a whole lot stronger. I don't know if it's because he had them braids instead of like just a little cut, you know, the low cut fade or a little curly on the top or something. I don't know what it was, but I think that was him. But anyway, he's working with Jannard and Diamond, you know, he's back from wherever he was. And I just, you know, so anyway, while they sitting there talking, the kids come busting in, Tommy's nephew and another kid, and they got this whole idea about running with Gary. I thought it was a person, Gary, but I guess it's Gary, Indiana. Child, again, I don't know. I didn't even know that Gary, Indiana was that close to Chicago, but I mean, obviously, apparently it is, but I totally don't understand what is going on there. But the kids came up with this plan that they could be running something with the Gary people. And Jannard was... Explain it to me, you guys. Please explain it to me. But Jannard was with it. Diamond was not. Diamond said there's too many variables that they can't control. We can control the serve shit. Okay, we already know that we got the pipeline. Like, we can do that, but we can't, you know, have this shit with Gary and all of that. And so Diamond kind of shuts it down. But, you know, of course, Jannard, anything that Diamond wants to do that, you know, Jannard don't want to do or vice versa, it becomes a problem. So Jannard is just like mad about it, but you know, he don't say nothing. But after the little meeting is over, he pulls Tommy's nephew to the side and was just like, you fucked me on that last one. Okay, but if you really want this to happen, you know, you need to find that white motherfucker, you know, because we gonna kill him tonight. And nephew was just like, okay. Now, later on, we see Jannard and old boy from The Chi and nephew, you know, and they talking about this plan and Gary. So I guess Jannard is going to go forward with this plan with old new guy from The Chi and the nephew and the young boy and all of this. And he's not going to let Diamond know because Jannard feels like Diamond has lost his edge while he was in jail. Okay, so he just got like a one-track mind. But, you know, Jannard is all about the expansion and everything. So that's why they going to go ahead with this thing with Gary. Big boss moves is when you can multitask. So now the nephew is in a pickle. I was like, nephew, why you keep on going back and working with Jannard when you already know that he got a hard on for Tommy? And that's your, you know, you don't want to get him in trouble. Anyway, now he following Tommy, and Tommy is streetwise enough to be aware when he's being followed. So he lets the boy kind of follow him a little while. Then he finally turns around and hems him up, pulls his gun out like, why are you following me? Who sent you? Okay, Jannard, Diamond. Okay, whoever sent you, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. And the guy was like, oh, you know, the kid was like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I just came to warn you. Warn me about what? Okay, you need to watch your back. Always have your gun. Well, you ain't got to worry about that. Well, Tommy got eyes in the back of his head. He probably got guns stashed all over Chicago by now. But he was just like, oh, so why you want to warn me? And he was just like, I got my reasons. Okay, but you know, he gives him a warning, like, you know, some motherfuckers is after you. But he doesn't tell him that it's Jannard. I was just like, oh, nephew, you done got yourself in trouble. Now, jumping over to Walter. Walter is upset as he reads the little pamphlets about his illness. Of course, he's not going to do anything about his illness. He crumbles it up and he throws it in the fire. All right, and I guess he's got this look of contemplation on his face. And Polly comes in the room like, "Is everything okay?" And Walter was just like, "Yeah, fucking peachy. I'm just waiting on the Serbs to come by." And Polly was like, "You waiting on the Serbs? Why would they come by? We don't have any beef with them. Like, what happened?" "They took a fucking shot at my son. So I did what any father would do." "You got a problem with that, Polly?" And Polly was like, "No, I ain't got no problem with it. Okay, just know that it's about to be some shit. Like, you done opened up the damn gates to hell." And Walter was just like, "That's because I'm the devil." Victor's really caused some problems. And speaking of Victor, we see Victor waking up the next morning. And, he's feeling pretty good. Him and Gloria must have had a good night. At least he thought so. But when he's talking and Gloria don't answer, he realized that Gloria done bounced. She done left a note, said, "You know what, she got to go." She was just dreaming, thinking that it was going to work out, but they never going to get out from underneath his family. So she's out. Okay. So, of course, he tries to call her. She doesn't answer the phone. But now we've got this little problem with the Serbs. Okay. So we have a family meeting. And Walter was just like, "We're going to put 2 men on Claudia." And Claudia was just like, "Yeah, no, thank you." Okay. But this is nothing really that's up for discussion. All right. You need security. "This is no fucking joke. I'm here to protect you." She was like, "If you want to protect me, then give me a gun." I said, "Girl, you're going to need more than just a gun with the Serbs." And he looks up at Claudia and he was just like, "You don't have the skin to pull the trigger." He can guarantee her that. And she was just like, "Yeah, Daddy, well, you don't know me all that well now, do you?" Because she done already stabbed somebody close and up front and also killed somebody with the shooting them. So, yeah, Claudia might be a little tougher than Daddy knows. But whatever. Walter tells Victor, "Go on and put 2 men on her." Okay. So Claudia now got this shit she got to contend with, but you know what, business as usual. So she goes back to her other location, and she and Liliana are going to have some women over to the house that are going to be, I guess, like their drug runner ladies in the clubs. Okay, good looking women, the type. She has them all sign NDAs. They can't say anything. Gives them the rules. This is what you need to do. Blopty blopty blue. If you get in trouble, you get caught. Call this number. This your lawyer. He gonna get you out of trouble. Don't call us, all of that. And Liliana was there with her. So once she finishes with the girls, the girls all seem to be okay with it. Claudia pulls one of them to the side and was like, "Here, let me talk to you for a second." Okay, so she kind of have a sidebar off the side, and Liliana's looking like, what the fuck they talking about? Like, Liliana don't know what's going on. Girl, you so tough and big and bad. Just go over there and be like, "Bitch, what y'all talking about?" But anyway, Liliana goes back to the chemist. And of course, Tommy is still riding the chemist hard. "You have got to get this drug. You got to do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it." But I guess he's going to give her a little time to go on her date. So while I guess the lady is getting ready for her date, Liliana's talking to Tommy and she's like, "The chemist is tired. She's working 24/7, really hard at work. You got to give her a little space. Okay, because you don't want the chain to break down. It'll fuck up everything and we won't have nothing. So you got to be patient with this." And he was like, "I know. It's just that, back in the day when he was a street boy, a corner boy, he was always working for somebody, and now this is his chance to have something really big." And she was like, "You're going to have it big, but you just have to just be patient. Okay, you cannot rush it or it's going to mess up everything." So she gives him that. So like I said, she's the one that can kind of talk Tommy off the ledge. She's the newfound ghost, I guess. Okay, but now Tommy's the boss. And anyway, chemist comes out. Tommy's like, "Y'all have fun on y'all date." And she was like, "Y'all?" And he was like, "Yeah, okay, Liliana going too." Okay, gives them a little money and sends them on their way. I thought that damn Liliana was going to watch from afar. I was like, y'all could have mic'd the girl up or something to make sure she didn't say nothing. I mean, the girl is kind of proving that she's not really scared and about to run or say anything now, because she's even said she wouldn't say anything. But I guess Liliana decided to go and sit with the chemist and her date. I was just like, and then Liliana always looks so rough and shit. It's just like, girl, like, who would think that you would be hanging out with this chemist anyway, So, I mean, anyway, they go and I guess make the best of the date. After the date, they go back. They still working on it. Claudia comes down there to the lab. It's Liliana and Claudia and the chemist, and they, think that they might have something, but then when they test it, the shit just bubbles up into some black clouds of black foam or something, and it's clear that was not it. We still working on a drug. Now, we see our boy Victor. He's at the club. He's real sad, worried, okay? He's been texting and texting Gloria. She ain't answering his call. So he's going to try to drown his sorrows out at the club. You know, we can hear the house music playing in the background. We see this girl walk in. She texts Claudia, and she says, your brother is here at the club. She goes up to Victor, and she kind of looks at him like, can I sit down? And he was just like, yeah, fine, sit down. Okay. And then she goes and she puts a little drugs on her lips. You know, that's how we do it with y'all nasty asses. And she kisses him. And of course, he hits the instant euphoria, like, oh my God. Okay. So now Victor knows about the damn drugs. And I forgot to tell you that when she did that, we saw Tommy and his brother. Okay. They also at the club. All right. And Tommy sees the girl and he sees her put her the shit on his lips. And he's just like, what the fuck? I know this is not going down. See, Tommy, quality control. You need to talk to your damn partner. So now he's just like, fuck, I gotta go. So Tommy leaves the club. He goes back to the lab. All right. When he gets out there, he sees that Claudia's security detail is out there. Well, he don't know who the fuck that is. All he knows is some people sitting out there and they look like they related to Claudia or whatever. So he goes and kills them. Pow, pow. Okay. Kill first, ask questions later. So he goes in there like, what the fuck, Claudia? I thought I could trust you. Why you got people out here sitting out here watching what we doing and all that? Claudia's just like, what are you talking about? I don't even think she realized that she had the detail on her, even though she should have known that her father was going to do it, even if she said no. But he's pissed because one, he saw the bitch at the club with the drugs and kissing the man and kissing Victor and all that. Now Victor know about the damn drugs and, you know, you just causing more problems. I thought I could trust you. I told you that we need to keep this shit, you know, contained until we can get the other stuff ready and all of that. And, you know, Claudia apologizes. She's sorry. It's not going to happen again. She was just trying to get the hype up out there. So when she walks away, you know, Liliana was like, I told you you couldn't trust her. But I was like, Liliana, you was there with her when she was doing all of this. So then I was just like, oh, okay, now what I need to feel about you, Liliana, now? Because now you're trying to act like you wasn't in on it and you didn't know that this was going down, you know? But Tommy was like, oh, she gonna be all right. Liliana's concerned about the chemist. Like, what if she can't break the code? You know, she knows too much. Which, you know, she likes the chemist, but she knows that they're gonna have to kill her if we can't get this done. And Tommy was like, don't worry about it. She gonna get it. Now, jumping over to Jannard, we see Jannard and them damn flunkies at the club with him. Got the new, you know, the guy from the Shy on there too. They all at the club. You know, the young one act like they ain't never been no fucking where, just can't believe it's women and everything around. I just like, these kids are gonna fuck it up. I don't know why Jannard is putting his trust in these kids, but I mean, I guess the people got to start somewhere, you know. And I just Jannard just really gets on my nerves. I was like, he's such a cute guy, and how you just stupid. But the kids really love Jannard. You know, they look up to him. And I guess they just pump his ego. You know, so Jannard loves that whole fact that they like kind of blind allegiance to him. So we get the same situation that happened with Victor. We get it with Jannard as well. You know, he's sitting down, he's enjoying himself at the club and whatnot, and then here come this girl. You know, black girl, black braids, put the little drugs on her lips. Little drug situation, and then she go kiss him with her nasty ass. And he was just like, oh shit, instant euphoria. Okay, it was good, right? Of course it's good. So good that they go back and they go and have sex and at the house or at the barbershop. I don't know where, no, they ain't at the barbershop. But they somewhere and they have sex and all of that, and she gives him the drugs. I know that they're not at the barbershop because we see Diamond at the barbershop with old girl, the new girl that he's dating. And I was just like, see, Diamond, your brother's out there running the fuck amok because you up here getting your head blown by old girl. And everything is a mess out there. You ain't even knowing. Okay? All this cute, sexy talk that they doing in the barbershop, you know. I mean, I want him to be able to have sex with who he want to have sex with too, you guys. But I'm just like, come on now. Okay, that damn Diamond's so far off in the clouds with this girl. I said, Diamond, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Okay, because we find out that the girl is a reporter. She's about to do an expose, you know, on the rise and fall of Diamond. So it's just like, now you opening yourself up to this girl. That girl gonna fuck around and get her ass killed. Also, you guys, please explain to me why D-Mac, which is the nephew, why he was so mad at the young one. Was it because that he wasn't at the club with Jannard and the rest of them, that he got cut out of the deal or whatever? Because, honey, the guy from the Shy and the young one that get on everybody's damn nerves, they was coming out the club, and D-Mac, nephew, Tommy's nephew, come and hit him over the back of the head like, motherfucker, you tried to get me out of it. And the other guy was like, yeah, and you didn't even want to blow up, shoot up the jazz club and this, that, and the other. And I was just like, I am so confused. I was just like, I'm so confused. You know, the guy from The Chi is trying to tell him, like, put your gun away, put your gun away. We in downtown, like we in Chicago, it's police everywhere. You out here pulling guns and shit on each other, you know, on people. I don't know. I don't understand the Gary connection. So again, y'all put me up on game. Now, next day, Jannard goes and tells Diamond about this spectacular drug, okay? The cleanest high he's ever had, all of that, no kickbacks, all the same stuff that Tommy said. And Diamond is just like, oh, okay, so yeah, I'm not really trying to do that because I don't really know where this drug came from, what's contained in the drug. I'm not trying to go back to jail. Like, you want to do all of this because you wasn't in jail. You don't know what it's like. Jannard seems to think that Diamond don't want to do it because he over here his head fucked up with the girl that he having sex with. But that's not it. Diamond was just like, I'm trying to tell you, okay, young whippersnapper. All right, just kind of follow his lead. You know, Jannard is not following Diamond's lead. Jannard was like, I'm telling you, this drug is where it's at. Okay, gives him the little vial that the girl gave him. So Diamond then goes and meets with Tommy, okay, over at the diner. All right, Tommy comes in there. He's still getting no love by the diner owner or whatever. But Diamond tells Tommy that Walter went and shot up the Serbs. And, you know, Tommy's like, word? Like, damn, maybe Walter's going to finish what we started, okay? Anyway, Diamond puts a little vial on the table, like, what you know about this? And he was just like, oh, what's that? You know, kind of trying to keep it nonchalant. He was like, yeah, it's supposed to be some old spectacular ass drug out there. And he was like, oh, you doing designer drugs now? Well, Diamond was like, no, not really. But I'm trying to figure out what's known about this first. And Tommy was like, just trust me. You need to stick to the classics. Stick to what you guys know already and just do that, you know, run your little pipeline with the Serb, you know what I mean, with the going through the Serb shit and all of that. But now Diamond's like, he don't know, okay? Because from what he understands, this drug right here is the way of the future. This right here could rewrite history. And Tommy's just still trying to keep the old, like, yeah, well, I mean, I guess it could be. So he doesn't really tell Diamond, but I have a feeling Diamond knows that Tommy is in it. Because all of a sudden this drug shows up when Tommy does. Yeah, Diamond's smart enough to know. Victor goes back and he's talking to his dad, and, you know, Victor's feeling pretty bad, you know, just like, you know, he used to blame his dad for shit not working out with him and Gloria, but now he just realizes that, yeah, I mean, shit ain't working out with him and Gloria, you know, it's just because he just been too loyal. Like, he always doing what he's supposed to do and all of that, you know, and now shit has cost him the love of his life. All Walter could tell him was just like, give it time, it will pass. Okay, but Victor's just like, you know, he just over all of this shit. Just a po thing, just done lost his girl. We see Jannard, he meets with the Gary, Indiana crew. You know, the one got the little eye that going off the other direction. Is he not the boss? I guess he's not the boss, but he's like the head man for this whole connection or what? I don't know, child. I really honestly don't know. But Jannard, the youngins, the little young guy and the guy from The Chi, they go and meet with these people. They give them some drugs just on good faith, you know, that they gonna run the drugs, I guess, through Gary, Indiana or whatever. And, you know, we gonna see if this is gonna work out. Again, y'all let me know what that's about. And then lastly, you guys, the Old Chemist, we finally was able to get an old breakthrough. Okay, Tommy goes to the lab and he sees Claudia and Liliana and the chemist, and they all kind of smiling at him. And he was like, you did it? And they just looking like, oh, we did it, you know. So he was like, oh shit, if this is right, like if this is it, then you guys, we about to do this shit. Okay, so he cut it up. Whatever the term is, you know, give everybody a little pile right there. He tell the chemist, like, you wanna try this? I mean, you the one that did it. And she was just like, yeah, you know, I kind of am a little curious. I said, girl, do not get high off your own supply now. Don't be no damn whatever the fuck drug this is head. What we gonna call it, y'all? What's it gonna be called? Anyway, all four of them right there, you know. I was like, y'all took a hefty, y'all couldn't just put a little on your lips and lick it. Y'all had to snort it up like that. And the shit is black. Like, I'm not really trying to snort up nothing black. But they do their little thing. They get their straws. They snort it up. And it takes a second. And then it just hits. You know, and they're all just like, instant euphoria, you guys. Looks like the chemist has done it. Okay, very, very similar, but a whole lot cheaper. They about to make some money. All right, you guys, that is it. I'm gonna get this edited and up to you. I'm focused today, y'all. We can get all this up on Sunday. I got a lot of shit happening next week. All right, you guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.